What's so special about this track, and how important would it be for you to get your first Cup win here on this track?
Yeah, for me, it's the history. It's you drive through the tunnel, you see the different decades on the mural on each side, and watching old videos. I wasn't around, but seeing the old YouTube videos of old races and the drivers that won here, the drivers that competed, and what they went on to accomplish after they won here. You could tell it meant a lot to them, and if they won here, then they were special. They did a lot, accomplished a lot in the sport. So for me, it's the history of it.
How much more of a historical marker is Darlington becoming now that Cale Yarborough has passed, Bobby Allison has passed? How does this place stand in the test of time in telling that story of NASCAR?
I don't know if it changes because they're gone, because their memories live on here, and they're pioneers of this sport, and they were such a part of putting the sport on their back and elevating it to what we have now, and what a driver like me, who was born in '92, is able to accomplish now because of drivers like you mentioned. So you look at the sport, and as it's evolved, Darlington's been a part of that history and a part of NASCAR all along.
Ross, you've come so close to winning a Cup Series race here. What is it about Darlington that really suits your driving style?
Well, Phil Surgeon helps me a lot. So that's my crew chief on the one car. He was with me on the 42, and that's the difference maker. Some of the tracks that I had struggled at in the past, Darlington's one of them that I had never had great runs at till I got to CGR in that Xfinity race, and then in the Cup car. So yeah, cannot drive a slow car fast, and they've brought some rocket ships for me here, and we've not been able to execute. But running up next to the wall is not something that came naturally to me. I've put a lot of work into it and continue to. So Phil understands that and gives me race cars that I can drive and get close to the wall and be confident.
How important is it to have Darlington Raceway on the Cup Series schedule?
Can't put a price on it. It is invaluable. You cannot. There's not a dollar amount worth enough to the sport to ever take either of these dates away.
Where did the watermelon celebration, I know why, but how did that come about?
Well, it came about from 8 consecutive generations of Chastains growing watermelons. And when I got into NASCAR, that's the ag industry is what was sponsoring me. That's what was funding my career. So I wanted to bring agriculture along throughout my career. And now that we've had chances to win races, we wanted to spotlight and shine a bright light on watermelons in particular. So yeah, that first race at Las Vegas that we won in 2018, we had no plan to smash it, but someone asked what I was going to do with it in the media center, and I said, I don't know, bust it open and eat it. And they asked if they could film it. And we went out on the front stretch a couple hours after the race, and our own little mini viral moment for us and watermelons, and the tradition was born. So it was not pre-planned until after our first NASCAR win.
Cool. Taking that to another level, you've sort of added that melon and watermelon nickname that you have to off the track, and safe drivers out there and protect your melon. Why is that so important for you?
Similar to the watermelon smash when we win, it was just a observation that we had, my family and I, that we had passed a wreck. We were somewhere out in the Midwest and passed a bad wreck on the highway, and thought, well, that was an accident. That's sad, and well, what could have been done to prevent it? And well, looks like they maybe could have been paying attention, or needed to be wearing their seatbelt. So yeah, you first saw Protect Your Melon on my race car in Kentucky in 2015, and we've grown it now to 14 states, and very proud of the program we've built and the messaging that we're trying to get out to residents in each of these states, and really getting to the kids, so getting to high schools and schools in general. I feel like if we can affect those lives, they have such a future in front of them that they don't even know what the world's going to have for them. But seeing them live it out and live out their life and get home safe every day by buckling up or using their melon and driving sober when they come of age, if we can get that mentality into them early, I hope that it resonates and they make those right decisions when the time comes, because they're going to be faced with forks in the road, and I hope that they just make a few more correct choices and better choices to get home safe and come watch a race next year, right, the next time we're in their area. So it's just naturally taken off into what it is, and it's something that I take a lot of pride in.
What was your favorite Darlington race on TV that you watched when you were growing up?
I haven't watched it yet because I haven't won.